Hey everyone, History Mystery Man here, and you're not going to believe this, but I am back on the Salem Square, and look what I found, by the way. Isn't that cool? Check it out. That's a spike commonly used in 1800s construction. It's just remarkable that I'm still finding pieces like this near the courthouse here. If you'd like to make a financial donation to help keep me going, I would be further grateful, and you can do that at paypal.com, and I have an email account there, which you'll see now across the bottom of the screen, donrateable@gmail.com. Very grateful for all the citizens here, and specifically grateful for the Jean family, Burl and Carmelita Jean, their daughters, the sisters, as they're known on the square. That's going to be the focus of our video here today. We're going to visit their businesses they have back on the east side of the square. We'll do a couple of other things here on the square, but our focus will be on the Jean family. They're absolutely incredible. They are what small town America is all about. They have a business and have had for more than 60 years. It's just incredible, an industry on the western edge of Salem, and I'm certain they've done very well. My point being, they did not have to purchase the 3 buildings on the east side of the square and create business, create commerce. They didn't need it, but they did it anyway, and they did it because they wanted to, number one, preserve the buildings so they would not deteriorate, and create a little commerce around the square. And I think that's just an incredible story. And it's really the story of small town America, because the citizens here in Washington County, they care about their communities, and the Jean family are just perfect examples. Welcome back to the Salem Square, where the History Mystery Man is on duty and at your service. Let's go see what's inside. So you just told me you drive an hour to work every day from Salem, Indiana, up to what, Columbus?
That's correct. Yep.
Yeah, and you're okay with that commute?
You know, it's kind of become part of me. I would love to, be closer to work, but I really love my job. I love manufacturing. To me, it's a little bit heartbreaking that we don't have the opportunities here like we once did, from a manufacturing perspective. But yeah, it's just become something I've gotten used to, and really enjoy what I do. So I would just make the best of it.
But your love for your little hometown Salem, Indiana, you're not moving.
Not anytime soon, I don't think.
No, you like it here.
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, all your people are here?
All my people are here, family's here, so born and raised.
Your mother was a Shrum?
Yes, that's correct.
Now that's a name I'm now hearing a lot about, the Shrum family of Salem. How far back do they go? Did they have anything to do with the courthouse? Tell me about the Shrums.
I know they go back pretty far within the community, and I know they come from a long line of brick masons, and I think it was Alfred and Ambrose Shrum might have been responsible for doing the work on the courthouse. Obviously we have Brady M. Shrum Elementary School was named after Brady, a longtime teacher at the elementary school, but my grandpa, Bob Shrum, was a mason, and I think, all the way back to Alfred and Ambrose, they all did that kind of work, and had the hardware store, Shrum Supply, and my uncle had that after my grandpa for many years in the community.
Well, you know that house on Hackberry Street 303, that beautiful, like, Victorian?
Yeah, that was...
Didn't the Shrums live there at one time, or have something to do with that house, or am I off there?
No, you're correct. That was the home of Brady Shrum, the teacher, at one time, and then I lose track of all the heritage and the lineage, but I believe Carol Shrum was in there, was the last Shrum that lived there, if I'm correct, and then I think the current owners have it now from when Carol had
it. The Brick Street Sampler. I've always wondered. Oh, yeah. Looking for a sample. Said the sampler outside. 26 years. That's a long time to be in one business. But you've been through 3 owners.
3 owners. And then I retired. Got called back, came back, and we've been here a year and a half with Burl.
Yeah.
And everything, we had a good, wonderful last year. but we're hoping that it's gonna get better.
You're right. I know this year's been a struggle for sure. I'm glad you
Right.
did well last year, in what would have been their first year, really, basically last year,
Right.
and then Corona hit. Doggone it!
Right.
But you know what? That's a good sign when you retire and they want you to come back.
It's a great place to work, and we have people from Indianapolis, Columbus, Floyd Knobs, Shelbyville, Kentucky. We have 2 young men that deliver, and I go with them to all the deliveries. And,
Make sure it's
yeah,
done right, huh?
everything's done right. So we
That-
had a good year.
That was interesting. I thought you guys just sold what you could to the local residents, but
No.
you reach out to Kentucky and
Right.
all over. That's interesting.
Right.
Oh, how are you, sir?
This is Burl.
Hello.
This is Dawn.
Nice to meet you, Burl.
And
Dawn?
This is,
Yes, sir. You're not
and
okay.
This is Carmelita.
Hi, Carmelita.
Glad to meet
I'm
you.
nice to meet you. I'm Don Radable. I'm from Toledo, Ohio. I just love small town America, and it's been my hope to help preserve it on some way. And is it hard to make it in the small town furniture store business? I mean, you're fighting the Wayfairs, the Amazons, the Haverdys, the big chains. I
Oh,
mean,
this store here has clients that comes from surrounding counties. No Albany, Columbus,
yeah.
Seymour, Bloomington.
Yeah.
My daughter's got a little dress shop over here and a restaurant on the other side. I think during the Civil War that John Hunt Morgan,
Yep.
I think he had a
I'll see what I can find
upstairs
out there.
here.
Really? John Hunt Morgan. That would have been like 1863-ish, right in the heart of the Civil War.
Right.
What you grew up during the Great Depression, if I have that right. So you witnessed that. You lived through World War II. You saw Vietnam or Korea, Vietnam, the Gulf Wars, all the things. Have you seen anything like you've seen in 2020? I guess is what I'm getting at. Is there hope for this country, or what do you see the future of America?
No, I still have hope and, see things bouncing back.
Do you? I was hoping you'd say that.
I work for a company out here, B.F. Goodrich. After 27 years being there, I got a hold of it when nobody else wanted it, and it's been real good.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to come back.
Yeah.
People still need furniture.
Oh, sure. You are from Washington County, though?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I've never
So-
lived anywhere else but
and-
here.
And that's by choice. I mean, you said you traveled all around the world. You've been to a lot of places, but you keep coming back to Washington County, and I want to know why.
It's home.
It's home.
I
Yeah.
was born here. My parents raised me here. I was educated here. My family's buried here. It's home.
As I get to know the people of Salem and Washington County, and I like to wander around at the cemetery, and I'm getting to know the names of the people, and I see all those names on the same names on the stones out there, which tells me the people that live here have lived here for a century, or more. People grow up here and they tend to stay here.
Well, the history is always what I feel is like around grandma's table. It
Yeah.
kind of helps you to bond, and the families are very important. And I think in small towns, you can walk in any store and they can call you by name, even if you have a long, strange name like mine. I like raising children in a small community like this also. There's a lot of good people that influence your children and have the same morals and values and aspirations for life as you do.
I like the idea that in this little town you can drive through it in 5 minutes. You can drive in, and typically there's always a place to park. I'm not, paying $15 to park, or it's not a problem. There's not 8 lanes of traffic coming in or coming out. I often ask, who wouldn't want to live here? Why would you want to take, say you live in Chicago and you're in 8 lanes of traffic and it takes an hour and a half to go 5 minutes. I don't know why that would be attractive, but I like the small town feel. I love it. I just do. I
Well,
don't know.
great things have come from small towns, like, you know, Sinclair. He built all these buildings, and he's also the one that built French Lick, that dome over there.
Yeah.
And he's actually buried in our cemetery over here where you was with that little statue girl.
Yeah. Little girl
So
at the
he
gate.
contributed a lot. It's been a great little town for history too.
Yeah.
You know, like John Hay was.
Sure.
And the little museum over there is full of history of the community. But like
Yeah.
Burl and I, you know, we can talk to people that's been here 4 and 5 generations now. You know, so
Yeah.
I love
That's
a small
interesting. Yeah, me too. Well, this is a beautiful store. I hope it comes back with a vengeance in the culture of Corona, you know. I'm rooting for you guys. I appreciate your guys' time today. Thank you so much. Carmelita and Burl. How long you guys been married?
62 years.
62 years. There should be a celebration or some sort. I'm sure there has been. I just missed it, didn't I? You know, you don't get that as much, I don't think, anymore. People stay together for that long. You guys are, I think it's wonderful. And
I had my first job in a county here, worked 27 years. We still have the plant, and I've got 65 years of work in the same place.
whoa, wait a minute. Now, where is that place again? You probably told me earlier.
It's right at the west edge of Salem,
What is it?
extrusion plant.
There.
Yeah, we still operate around the clock. Place at
And you've worked there for over 60 years.
65 years.
65 years. That's remarkable. And you're still there? You're still there.
Yeah, when I'm not doing something else.
That's incredible.
Farm also.
And you farm all. And you guys have been married for 62 years, man. I can't wait for what's next.
I'm
I-
82 and he's 4 years older. So
Okay. 82 plus 4 equals 86, or it used to anyway. I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm pulling for you guys. I'd love to just, I always would just love to go back in time, just one night maybe, and stand down in the square in 1889 or something, and just watch and observe how people communicated back then. You know, the clip clop of the horse hooves going by, the quietness. That would have been so fascinating. And as I've said many times, you know, we didn't have electronics in 1889, so entertainment in those days was each other. I mean, that's what it was. They delighted in each other and the stories they would tell. And it would be fascinating to stand down here on a Friday night in the square, 1889, and just watch. How did they do it? You know, I would just absolutely. I feel like I'm not going to get that opportunity, but those are the things I dream about.
Back years ago in the 40s and 50s, people used to come to town on Friday night.
Friday night on the square.
Friday nights on the square and park, and
Yeah, that was the entertainment.
Everybody stayed open, you know.
Right.
like I was raised at Pekin.
Pekin, yeah.
And my doctor that I had recall drove a horse and buggy. You know,
Your doctor made horse calls. Maybe he did.
He was my doctor.
Well, I guess he probably worked on horses too.
Yeah.
So he made house calls
Yes.
in a horse and buggy.
He did.
Oh, and
I
you
was
have that
small.
memory as a kid?
I do.
See, now that is awesomely cool. Your doctor came to your house in a horse and buggy.
He went up and down the street. I lived just 2 houses down from
Oh
him,
my gosh,
so I could see that.
that is so interesting.
You know, I said I'm thankful to be 82 and be able to look back at
Mhm.
all the things that have transpired for my life to have been as full as it's been. Just, I love being old.
You know what? That's the way to get older. Well, you know what? You're getting older, but you're not getting old.
Well,
But
thank you.
I love the reference to age, and that you wouldn't trade it based on the memories you have. I think that's neat. That's a good way to look at our elderly years. That's a healthy way to look at it. Okay, well, I'm going to poke my head next door real quick. Hey, sisters, I won't stay long. Hi there. You guys are sisters, right? It's not
We
just
are.
it's not just a name tag on the front cover.
It's not.
Okay. So tell me about the business. How did it happen? Where did it come from? Outside of being sisters.
Oh gosh, 18 years ago.
18 years ago?
Almost 19.
19?
19 years ago. There was a restaurant next door.
Yep.
And then there was a shop over here, and Dad owned all 3 buildings. He was like, well, it'd be really nice to have another business in there. Girls, why don't you girls put a dress shop in there? And we were like, okay.
So I'm sure it's had its challenging moments, down times in the economy. Corona, I know didn't help. I mean, how are you guys been able to get through that?
Slowly.
We're
Yeah.
crawling our way out of it.
Yeah.
So people
yeah.
have been great to do some curbside pickup and some online sales. So that kind of helped us survive a little bit.
Yeah. Do the people you find in the community want to help in some way? I mean, I can go online and buy something from Amazon, but if I want to help small town Salem, Indiana out, I think it's important to support small business like sisters. I mean, are you getting any help from the locals?
We have some loyals.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have some loyal customers.
That's important. That's nice. Yeah. Are you guys? So you guys are from Salem?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Gosh, this is the whole family then right here. This is it.
This is it.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine working with my mom and dad and sisters all day. I got to think about that. Would I like that, or would I dislike that?
Think about it.
There's got to be some moments, but you guys, you guys got to get along fairly well, huh? Overall,
Oh yeah, we get along great.
you don't hate. Yeah. How do you like Salem, Indiana?
I love our hometown.
I said the worst thing about Salem is everybody knows your business. The best thing about Salem is everybody knows your business.
You know what? I never have a problem with that, about people knowing my business. For me, I don't feel I have anything to hide. I don't care if you know my business. And that may be true of small town America. I do see that. Everyone knows your business and know all the moves you make. But you know what? Those same people that know everything about you are the same people that'll pick you up when you fall down.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The small town flair, there's just nobody that comes together more than a small town.
I believe that,
Just the
America.
generosity of it as well.
Yeah,
Very
the generosity.
Yeah.
Well, that's important. And this is a cool location to work. I mean, in the square, Courthouse as the backdrop. I mean, I think Washington County is one of the most beautiful, fascinating courthouses anywhere.
I think it's beautiful.
It really is. I mean,
Beautiful. I love the lighting project that they've done.
oh yeah.
Getting it all lit up and
Now they're getting ready to plant some sod and
Yeah.
make it all green
well,
and
Dr.
beautiful.
Hedrick, I talked to him the other day and he said that they weren't done lighting yet, that there was still more to do. So I'm excited. I think it looks fabulous already, so I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like then.
You know what? I'm so thankful for your gals' time today. I thank you so much for inviting me in, and I want to help sisters in any way. But I am a guy, so but you know what? I'm thinking. I feel compelled to. Would Salem?
You're not a big guy though. I feel
No,
like
no.
you're
Would
big.
Salem, Indiana, care if I walked around with lady clothes? I mean, would I stand out? Or no? I mean.
Some days yes, some days no.
Yeah, let me give that. I'm just trying to support the local business here and what I could do here. I do have 2 daughters, so
Well, you
yeah.
can bring them in to see us sometime.
living, and I don't know how much longer I'll be here, but I'm trying to figure out ways that I can, sustain myself here and stay here. So, but I am here for Salem Speedway.
Right, we live over close to the Speedway.
Do ya?
So a couple Saturdays ago, we heard race cars, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
Now it's starting to feel normal.
Yes.
It's starting to sound normal now.
Well, so you'll be able to see the fireworks from your driveway. Well, that'll be 1995 from you, and okay, that's okay. We're glad the neighbors.
No, my friend Tara sings the national anthem out there a lot.
Oh, Tara Little.
Yes, so
I've
we
known
get-
her a long time.
Yes, so we get tickled every time we're like out doing yard work or something on a Saturday. We'll hear Tara start the national
Ah.
anthem, and we all stop.
That's funny. She's so awesome. I just like being down here. I just do. I really do.
A lot of really cool old buildings, and a lot of them have apartments on top of them.
That's why I asked Burl what was upstairs, because that's kind of like my new segment. I want it's called "What's Upstairs." Clever, huh? Well, the reason is
Well,
because,
a long time about that one, didn't you?
but
Almost
yeah,
like
you're,
sisters.
yes, something. I'm one of the brothers, and you're, but that happens a lot. People see all the businesses on these squares, and they're all on the bottom, and people wonder, well, I wonder what's upstairs. So sometimes people will take you up there and show you their mess, and sometimes they don't want to show you. But I did notice the hardwood floors. I mean, I wonder if they're original. I mean, they're old.
As far as I know, they're original.
Whenever we started renovating the space, we pulled up how many layers of flooring, and then we refinished it.
And
They
then
are
in the
beautiful.
ceiling, I wish we hadn't done the drop ceiling, or it wouldn't have already been here. But there's like tins up there. They're really cool.
Oh, tin ceiling.
Yes.
They are way up there. Have you ever had the inclination to tear down the drop ceiling and go for the tin?
I've had the inclination, but I haven't had the cash.
Oh, it's a money thing. Gotcha.
I have the inclination to do a
Well,
lot of things.
I know, but you know what? I'm glad to know that those tin ceilings are still there,
They're still there.
and it's an option. It'll always be an option. You guys have a really beautiful store,
Thank you.
and I'm wishing for you. I'm hoping for you. I'm rooting for you. That you know, that the business survives and thrives, and I know it's a challenge, and I'm rooting for you guys.
All right, thank
We
you so much.
appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me today. Sisters, dear mother and father. You guys look good. Congratulations on 62 years. That's remarkable. So I'm going down into the basement of Christie's. Oh my gosh, now that's when you get the idea of how old this place is. Big stone. Wow, look at this. The foundation at the east side of the square underneath Christie's. They built these buildings to last forever, and that's why they're still here. They're not gonna blow down in the next windstorm. This is beautiful, beautiful space. That stone wall is fascinating, the foundation. So I just happened to stumble into this guy. You say you're from Seymour, Indiana?
Yes, sir.
I like Seymour. Who else is from Seymour that we know?
Oh, John Millen.
Oh, I knew you were going to say. Do you know where he gave his first ever outdoor concert?
No, I can't see it.
He was only like 14 or 15. And you want to take a guess? It's a tough one. We'll be here all day. I'll run out of video
I'm
for
gonna
crying
say,
out loud. But you
his
can guess
first
if you want.
concert there on the river at Roxbury.
Now that's a very good guess, but it's not right. His first ever outdoor concert, Salem Speedway, right down the street. They got chased out, but it's a long story. I found the interview on how we were trying to figure out if he'd ever even been there, and I found the interview on a Howard Stern show. Anyway, yeah, you're from Seymour, so you're here. Why? It was really interesting. What? Tell me.
About 3 years ago, the County of Washington contacted me about trying to keep the emerald ash borer, killing this ash tree here behind me at the Courthouse Square.
That big, beautiful tree. So the county is trying to preserve it. They don't want to tear it down.
Right, yeah. They're all about keeping that tree alive, and so what they have me do is about this time every year, I come down with a product called imamectin benzoate, and I drill a series of holes into the base of the tree, and I shoot this product through a pressurized needle directly into the sapwood of the tree.
And
the tree pulls it up into the canopy and kills any bugs in its way, and any eggs that might hatch out this year will die pretty much immediately.
So a lot of ash trees did not survive over the last, I don't know, 10 years or so.
10 years.
So are you having any success with your treatment?
By and large, yeah.
It sure looks like you. By and large, you got the large part right. Yeah. So it's working, helping?
Yeah, seems to be. This is the first year that I've not noticed any new tip dieback from the very extreme edges.
That's great. And how long would you guess that tree's been standing there?
I'm going to say around 175, 200 years. Somewhere
Wow.
in that range.
That's, think about what's happened in 200 years in this country.
It's seen a lot.
Think about what's happened in the last 2 weeks, for crying out loud. Thank you so much for chatting with me today. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Let's keep Old Glory going here. That's a beautiful tree. Wow. And how about that courthouse? Beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I just got my hair cut at, where am I anyway? Is this the Beacon Barbershop? How long have you been here?
Oh no, we're not doing that
No,
today.
we're not doing that. Okay, okay. Well, I do want. Okay, we don't have to do that today, but I do want to let people know that you're in business here, and I just got the best haircut of my life. I'm really happy, and I want to drive business to small town America. And let's start with a Pekin barbershop. Thank you.